Hey guys, welcome to today's draw. My name is Caitlin. I am a spiritual life coach and healer. And I hope you're having a good day. I had a really interesting morning. I had good lessons in like the growth and how far I've come as it relates to constructive criticism. I don't know if this holds true for you. Maybe it does if you're watching this because you found me. But there was a point in my life where I most definitely took any sort of constructive criticism, regardless of how well it was delivered by any other person, as just a huge detriment to myself. There was always a story I was making up about how I wasn't good enough or I wasn't worthy if someone was correcting me. And I didn't even outwardly think that I was perfect or I was doing it correct or had to be right all the time, but any feedback on possible improvement, I could barely handle it without tears. And today I got to get a good earful of it from a couple people, and it was so welcome. I was like, yes, please tell me how I can do better at this. I want to know, I want to grow, I want to learn. And I spend so much time trying to do 1% better. And I don't ever think about it that way, maybe occasionally, but daily I'm doing things to improve. And to get that feedback, it was so cool. Not that the feedback was inherently great itself, but the idea of, oh my God, there was a point in time where this would have sent me into a spiral. I would have been distraught. I would have barely been able to withhold tears while hearing this information. And now I'm just yeah, great, lay it on. Let me know. How can I improve? What can I do? I love this feedback. Thank you so much for sharing with me. And even one of the people's well, I wasn't sure if I wanted to say something, and then, I heard so-and-so talking to you. I was like, okay, maybe I'll just tell him yeah, absolutely. Tell me all the things. I absolutely love this. So it was fun. Anyway, our first card for the day is the Knight of Cups. And just as Gaston broods and schemes when his marriage proposal is rejected by Belle, the reverse Knight of Cups represents possessiveness, jealousy, and immaturity. This tarot card reminds you that setbacks and rejection are inevitable parts of life. Sometimes it is best to accept them and move on. Every time I tell a story, I feel like the card confirms that. So yeah, accepting constructive criticism or feedback on how to improve, it's inevitable. People are going to give you feedback, whether you asked for it or not. Hopefully you asked for it or you're open to hearing it. And there's good that can come out of it. You're always going to put it through your own filter. Someone can say something, you can choose at any point in time whether or not you take that information and run with it, or if you take a part of it and do something with it, or if you're just I completely disagree, thank you for sharing. Well, whatever the situation. I was you can politely disagree or just internally disagree and choose to hear them out and then do nothing with that information because you don't think it's necessary. Anyway, second card is our Two of Swords, and it represents that you're in a confusing conundrum. A decision looms, but you're having trouble making up your mind. Ensure that you have all the facts before making a decision. Maybe collecting information from other people on constructive criticism. All right. Love you guys. Have a good night. See you tomorrow.